Hello, this is what my disc golf bag is going to be looking like for 2022. So as you know, right now it is November 6th, I think it is. So I'm not going to be playing much more disc golf. Maybe I'll put a few more rounds in, but then it's going to be all cold. So I'll be showing you some putting practice inside. But otherwise, this is what my bag's going to be looking like for 2022. So as you see here, I got the Dynamic Disc Trooper bag. This disc can hold up to, this bag can hold up to 22 discs. So it's very useful. I have 18 discs in here. So we're going to start at the top with, we're going to start with putters. So I only have one putting putter. It's the Innova Aviator. I've had this disc for quite a while now. It'll have, when I throw this, when I putt with this, it'll be pretty straight. It'll have a little fade at the end, but not that much fade. So that's why I like the Innova Aviator putter and approach. I don't use it for approach because that rim is pretty thick on there. But I have 3 throwing putters. I have a Mirage. This is a good putter. It has a very thin rim for a putter, and this I can throw long ways, up to 180 feet sometimes if I get lucky. If I throw it on a little anhyzer, it'll hold that anhyzer line. If I throw it straight, it'll go pretty straight with a little fade at the end. If I throw it on hyzer, it'll go pretty straight, but then have that hyzer fade at the end. Like a lot of other other putters. So then I have a Rhino. This is very beat up, but it still works good. I sometimes putt with this, but since I keep a Mirage and that up here, I keep a throwing putter and a putting putter up there. So whenever I just want to, I'm around 70 feet away and I just want to do a nice approach shot, I can grab that out there, or tapping in for birdie or par or whatever, I can use that. So, and then I have one more putter. It's a Warden, pretty beat up again, but it's a good throwing putter. It's not going to get as much distance, but it sure does go far. So, and if you don't know, I like to keep my discs in here by speed. So my putters will be 2 there. Be fastest with a Ballista Pro at the end with speeding 14. Then I have my mid-ranges. I have 4 mid-range. Starting off with the Discraft Meteor. This disc is a pretty fast disc out of hand. It's gonna have a little fade. It's gonna have a little turn, but then it'll have a little fade at the end. So I like this disc. I can throw it very far, and it's a good putter. And next up to that is a Lion. This disc again can go very far. As you see, it's a little bended up there. And this will have a lot of fade at the end. So sometimes I'm right behind the tree and I have to like throw over the tree or around it. This will give me that nice fade at the end. And this disc, the Dragon, is pretty similar to that. It's it has a lot of fade at the end. If you throw it on anhyzer, it's still gonna have fade. So these probably have about the same fade. This one doesn't have flight numbers, but they probably have around the same fade. And then the Shark, I'm not a big fan of this disc, but I turn it over and I throw a lot of rollers with this, and it's understable disc. If I throw it flat, it'll have nice fade at the end, kind of. Sometimes I mostly like to throw it at around that angle with a little hyzer, so then it'll have a little fade at the end, little turn at the end. So those are my mid-ranges. Put them back in here. And next we have my fairways. I keep 3 fairways in here. I have a T-Bird. This is actually my first disc. I got this disc around a year ago. by a year and 2 months now. I got it in August last year. So the first thing when I started throwing this disc is that my forehand grip was like this, but now I finally changed it to doing it like that. So and I keep 2 leopards in my bag. I keep a champion leopard and a pearl leopard. I just like the swirly design this disc. The plastic is a little different. I think this one, in my opinion, has more turn than this one. But these are good discs for cutting through the wind. I use them a lot when it's a windy day. Like not like today. We got 25-mile-per-hour winds today. But like a good wind of maybe 10 or 15 miles an hour. So those are my fairways. I keep 3 fairways. And then I have a ton of distance drivers. We'll go with a 10 speed first. We have a Star Ivacus. This is a brand new disc. So I think it has more fade when I throw forehand with it. Because even if I throw it on this much anhyzer with a backhand, it's still going to fade out about that much. But if I throw it at this much with a forehand, it's going to fade out like that. So it just seems like it's very overstable. And then a beast, you saw me throw this before. Check out that video. It was about a week or so ago. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. And it's this is, I'm not going to say anything about it, so you have to go watch the video if you want to know about this disc. And then why is my T-Bird there? I have a Thrasher. I was hoping to get a disc review on this disc tomorrow, actually, but it may be too windy tomorrow. I don't know. I'm definitely not going to do it today because we're supposed to have 25-mile-per-hour wind. But this is a Thrasher. I've only thrown this disc about 3 times, so I'm still kind of interested to see how it flies. It's pretty flat. It's a little understable for a few throws I did. And now I got a Blizzard Champion Beast. This disc, I threw my farthest 250 feet. It's not my farthest throw, of course. I threw an Orobi 350 feet, but that's a different story. And then we have my 14 speed guys. Got a Star Colossus, very beat up as you see. But still get me some nice distance. I barely throw that disc. And then a Star Corvette. Now this is one of my favorite discs because it's pretty flat. It's got a little bit of a dome shape. But if you throw this disc into the wind, maybe even like a 25-mile-per-hour wind, it'll go farther than any of my other discs going into the wind. It just cuts through the wind. It slices it like butter. That's how I like to say. And the last disc is the Ballista Pro. This is probably my favorite disc. I can throw it on that much anhyzer and hold that line for a long time. Disc Golf Valley, they have Ballista Pros too. They're absolute crusher discs. So that's for like my long shots when it's a 600-foot par 5 or something like that. So that is my discs in my bag. I don't have that much more to talk about in this. I don't think there's really that much more to talk about. I keep 3 mini markers in here. This is where I put my scorecards in there. This is a little pocket here. And then this is where I keep my towel. Got my name here and a water bottle holder. Look at how big this water bottle holder adjusts. I can fit 2 hands in there, and if I had 4 hands, I could probably fit 4 hands in there. So that is my disc bag. There's going to be something new coming to this disc bag in 2022. It's not going to be a disc or anything new to it, but it might be something, a little change up for this bag. So maybe you can comment below if you watch this video. So that is what my disc bag is going to be looking like for 2022, and probably going to be looking like that for a while. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.